jab. Down goes Claressa Shields. The Empress in trouble. Can you believe it? Goes down. Claressa Shields, the greatest woman fighter of all time, or so she says. Hard to argue when you look at her decorated career. Alicia Napoleon fighting out of New York. This middleweight won the championship back in 2018.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, and ladies and gentlemen, here is the 2-time gold medalist from Flint, Michigan, a 3-weight division world champion, and an undisputed women's 154-pound champion of the world, Claressa Shields. Fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of Lindenhurst, New York, here is the women's super middleweight champion of the world, the Empress, Alicia Napoleon Espinosa.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. Here we go for round 1. Boy, stiff jab. Beautiful counter shot. She blocks the hook. They both want the knockout. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Punch, counter punch. How about that time counter shot? I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Caution being thrown to the wind. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration, a different game plan, something to turn this thing around.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were
back out there, get your boxing back on. As soon as you start doing your thing, you're going to win. Focus. You just need to recenter. That was a bad round. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We've done so much better.
I don't want you to load up. Don't go looking in there for one
The level ground, just get ahead again. Okay, so just focus, breathe again.
Oh, she's smashed, she's hurt, she's ready to be finished.
Breathe, and then get back out there. Box her. Get back out
in there and finish her. Just keep.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action.
That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Very upper level.
Here we go for round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
These two were made for each other. Beautiful counter punch. Nice defense with that jab. Nice counter shot by her. That uppercut's blocked. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good defense stopping that jab. Good counter punching. The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good count. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Alicia's in trouble. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. It has not been going well for her, and you can see the corner is starting to get a little more animated. They've got to inspire her.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Now I don't want to load up.
Because we've got a minute. Just breathe, focus again.
And there's the bell for round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Nice counter shot by her. You'd like to see more jabs. Perfect counter shot. Good defense there on the left uppercut. She scores with that counter. Good right cross. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Just misses with that jab. They're giving us a high-tempo show. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
So you just keep going. She's absolutely shattered. You can see her now. Look straight across.
Calm yourself back. Come on, breathe, breathe.
Now. Great work. I love that. Some beautiful boxing there. Your jabs are slick. You're starting to suss out what's going on.
Back at it in round 4. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. Whoa, wait a minute! The Empress in trouble. Can you believe it? Alicia goes down! Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
A shot from the gods took her out. One, two, three, four. Do you still want to fight?
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Tried to score with a jab. Down goes Claressa Shields. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, four. Can you continue?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. One round, 2 knockdowns, each by a different fighter.
And they were heavy knockdowns too.
Do your boxing and you will win. You are the better boxer. Just get back out there and fight.
Wicked work. I love that. I love that. That jab slick.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We've done so much better before. Just forget that round.
Back into the fray here in round 5. How do you score the last round, Johnny, as both of these fighters went to the canvas?
I've seen that twice before, both fighters knocked down in the same round, and you think who's going to go back as confident, who's going to come out as confident. Both fighters went back on unsteady legs. How is this going to unfold?
She can't find a home for that jab. Her stamina is off. Hold her right there! Claressa Shields is in trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
What a shot! And Alicia goes down hard. Wow, let's take another look at that.
I've got to see that again. One, two, three, four, five, six. Give me your gloves.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Nope, that jab not going to score. These punches coming from every angle. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alicia in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Get out there and switch
She's flustered over there. She's trying to work out what's going on. Just
the mind back on the job.
Let's start the 6. She's got a minute to collect herself, and boy, does she need it, because you know her opponent is going to come out blazing, looking for another knockdown to start this round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How would you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They threw the hook, it didn't land. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Nice counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, and what a result.